because in this part of the video, we're going to tackle example 3 on the last page. We have a different structure now. Instead of something of the form a plus b, we have something of the form a minus b. It's going to require us to do a couple things extra, but stay with us and we should be in pretty good shape on this. As the notes say, don't let the letters fool you. The format still works. Just say that a happens to be equal to 2a. B is now equal to negative b. Right? We used to be of this form, a plus b. We can just do our substitutions and be fine there. We'll have to take care of the fact that our b value happens to be the thing we're working with. Our second term happens to be negative. Let's build the expansion. Just zoom in just a bit. First term, 5, 0. Our first term to the 5th power. Remember, coefficient that goes with our b term, negative b in this case, negative b to the 0 just becomes 1. There's our first term built. Next, 5, 1. There's our coefficient. Well, that's going to be 2a to the 4th times negative b to the 1st. Let's keep rolling. Plus 5, 2, 2a cubed, negative b squared, plus 5, 3, 2a squared, negative b cubed, plus 5, 4, 2a to the 1st, negative b to the 4th. Whoops, just put that outside the negative b to the 4th there. And finally, plus 5, 5, 2a to the 0 becomes a 1, goes away, negative b to the 5th. Now, the important thing to remember is when you multiply a negative number to a odd power, you get a negative number as a result. What that means is this term that I see, this term, and my last term, instead of having a plus sign, when all is said and done and I do the resolution, they're going to have a minus sign behind them. So here we go. We'll work our way through this. Just keep writing. Sorry that got a little bit of real estate that I have to clear out there just carefully because I'm going to run across here. C, 5, 0 is 1. 2a to the 5th. 2 to the 5th is 32. This is 32a to the 5th. Now my next term becomes plus 5, 2 to the 4th, 16, 16a to the 4th times negative b. Negative b. Let's handle this right now, and we'll work the rest of our expansion. We're going to drop down one more line. This first term is beautiful. 32a to the 5th. Now, what do I have? I have 5 times 16 and times negative b. Well, that's like negative 1 times b, if I think about it. 5 times 16 times negative 1 gives me negative 80. I'm going to have negative 80, a to the 4th b, minus 80, a to the 4th b. All right, let's go over here. Next term, 5, 2. Hey, we did the triangle before. That's a 10. 2a cubed. 2 cubed is 8. There's 8a cubed. Negative b times negative b becomes b squared. All right, I'll take that term. 10 times 8 is 80. A cubed b squared. Everything stayed positive. So plus 80 a cubed b squared. Let's move on. 5, 3. What's that coefficient turn into? That turns into a 10 also. So I have plus 10, 2a squared. 2a squared becomes 4a squared. Negative b cubed becomes negative, well, it stayed the same. It's a negative number. That's the key thing that I wanted to drag across in that one. Let's work that term. 10 times 40. Again, it's negative b. That's a negative number that comes out of here. What do I know? That's like a negative 1 times b cubed. 10 times 4 times negative 1, negative 40 a squared b cubed. My next piece I'll just jump over since I handled those terms. 5, 4 comes back to be a 5. 2a. Negative b raised it to the 4th power is b to the 4th. So my next term in my expansion, sorry, I just had to scribble out that room, becomes plus 10a b to the 4th. My last term, C, 5, 5, is simply 1. negative b to the fifth becomes negative b to the fifth. It's a negative result minus b to the fifth as my last term. So my whole answer, there it is, circled. That's the way to work through that problem. Again, let the negative sign do what it needs to do. Remember, when I ever multiply a negative number to a odd power, when I raise a negative number to a odd power, I always get a negative number. Negative number is the same thing as having -1 as the coefficient. And there you are.